You do that.
Don't
And
feel
if I can
stressed.
get
Don't
a,
feel stressed. You need
and
a
if I can
card.
get a
Right, right,
note
right.
card too, please.
All right. So welcome to Battletech Solaris Nights, episode 103. Hunter MacGregor versus. Hold on a sec. I'm getting him a note card. The Mysterious Strange One. Friends, I have two stories to tell you while our friend Hunter MacGregor here gets his armor filled in. And one advertisement. I just want to say today's episode is brought to you once again by Burt's Bees Beeswax. You could mind your own beeswax, but if you're minding my beeswax, know that my lips are covered with Burt's Bees beeswax so that they don't get chapped. Mango flavor. Number two thing to talk about. Grimdark James was thoroughly disappointed by my attempt to sound Australian. But friends, it's not about authenticness because I can't even do an authentic Texan. It's tough enough for me to do an authentic mid-Atlantic accent. What it is about, I think, in my heart, is that I tried. I tried really, really hard, and I got nowhere close, and I'm aware of that. But let's just all remember that I also played a Italian slaver with Google Translate Latin, and no one questioned that at the time. All right? You'd think that the ghost of Rome would come up and kick my ass. Number two is that I'm going to share a little story about Guillermo. So I asked Guillermo a question. I was like, oh, you're interested in Vampire the Masquerade. What kind of Vampire the Masquerade are you interested in? And it was like 3 days. Yesterday, I was like, I hadn't heard back from him. Maybe I should check in and see, you know, like maybe he's sick or something. Maybe he won't be able to come to Battletech tomorrow. But I thought, no, I'll wait. I'm sure he's just giving it a little thought. I mean, obviously, someone knows what kind of tabletop game they want off the top of their head, right? Just first impressions. I wasn't asking for anything too deep. My man Gleemo here, his hair was falling out. He was doing that thing where he looks at the camera and the camera does like the Kill Bill. Wee, woo, wee, woo. He was so stressed trying to answer this question. So the moral of the story is, friends, one, check in to make sure people can make it to the next day's Battletech episode. And two, never ask any question which may be open-ended enough to cause another person hair loss stress. All right. I will never again ask anyone what type of Vampire the Masquerade campaign they want without making sure they're seating in like a hot tub or like a spa area in like a plush seat with a masseuse on standby and whatever their favorite type of smoothie is. For me, of course, it has to be strawberry banana. I don't mind if the little kiwi gets in there, but I like the light, smooth flavors. As an orange fan, you know, you'd think that I, believing that orange is the primary fruit, the supreme one that stands above all others. But I don't think it's that good in a smoothie. You know, it gets all chopped up and it's too pulpy. All right, Gleemo, anything you want to add to this? By the way, my story with Gleemo, as with most stories about other people, is thoroughly exaggerated and barely true.
I
used to do this with Pondo, where I would
barely true.
I would tell stories about Pondo that were ridiculously exaggerated, but the point was never the exaggerations. It was about the core message of the story.
Hey, I forgot to ask you, Arthur, is my head in the right place? Because I know my camera's
yes.
moved.
Yeah.
Cool.
I made sure it was in the right place. Your chin is a little off camera, so if you wanted to like sit up straight or bump your camera up, yeah. Oh, there you go, right there.
Perfect.
Hunter MacGregor, let's talk about you. And more specifically, let's talk about your match promoter, Arnulf Schmid.
You know, I had in my notes that I wanted to do a scene with Arnulf Schmid.
That's great. Arnulf Schmid wants to do a scene with you. He wants to do it so bad that this is the opening scene now.
Excellent.
He's got a number of proposals on his desk. So, look, you can take the dog out of the fight, but you can't take the fight out of the dog. This guy still has an office down by the blood pits where you first found him, right? It's like in the back of a boxing, boxing ring. Just wherever he could spend, you know, a couple $100 for rent in a nicely zoned district. A lot of filing cabinets take up most of the walls, and there's some manila folders in front of you with proposals that he thinks will be important to your future in the sport. But your match today with the mysterious strange one has also been suggested and created by Arnulf Schmid, because the strange one is a melee combatant, and people want to see Hunter MacGregor doing the beat dance. Now, most of the stuff Arnulf has brought you is a bunch of corporate crap. Number one proposal: you do a Northwind specific advertising for like Chinese noodles in bread. So if you've ever seen like a yakisoba bread or something like that, it's like carbs on carbs. It's ridiculous. Okay. It's absolutely crazy. They want you to do a very specific brand that is run by a company which is almost certainly a shelter of the Capellan Confederation. You know, like a corporate arm of it. Do their like yakisoba style bread. There's lots of advertising on the out, so they're like sealed in a single-use plastic container with advertising on the outside, lots of Chinese script. It's supposed to bring the great Capellan Confederation's drive for Northwind's independence and respect and honor closer together. You know what I mean? Number two is that all of your friends are doing movies. You should also do a movie. And he's found the perfect one to slot you in on. It's a story about a like mid 1500s Scottish Highlander who goes out and, you know, he fights to protect everybody and to keep all the clans together. And then this mysterious woman arrives out of nowhere, and they get into a really erotic, expansive romance throughout most of the movie, and then she teleports forward in time again, and then she teleports back. She's got a kid. It's your kid, but the kid was raised in the future, and like everything is so weird. And the movie is a tie-in for like a multiverse series about time travelers who keep coming back to your specific point in time and trying to ruin things with their romances and their future knowledge and all that stuff. And you're just a strong male alpha warrior who doesn't care about any of that shit. He just wants to bring the clans together and maybe kiss a nice girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number three, Hunter MacGregor, Innersfield Steel. You would participate in a used mech commercial as a guy who says lines like, "Don't lowball me. I know what I've got." Right? It'd be like a Geico caveman style thing. You'd be the guy that comes forward and says the line, and everybody goes, "Ugh."
Wow.
Yeah, man, that Geico caveman, he got like 5 years of work out of that. Okay?
It's true. It's true. And then they brought him back at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember him, don't you? You remember that commercial?
Sadly, yes. Sadly, yes. I have no idea what I could be doing with those brain cells in a better world, but well, that's quite the list of things there, Arnulf.
All right.
I'd say that that of those, I think that the yakisoba bread is probably the best fit for me.
Okay.
At least it you know goes pretty well with what's been happening on Northwind right now. I could see there being some good press for the Highlanders in general from it.
So he shows you the demo tape of what they'd like you to do, right? So it's like you take a bite of what's clearly, you know, not the actual product, right? It's when someone shows the Burger King burger on screen and you're like, I wish my burgers looked anything like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Steaming hot noodles going into your mouth, and then your eyes pop out and go anime, and the whole background. So like most of your body is still human real, but the background becomes like not impressionist. What's the abstract? Everything becomes like abstract, and you're like, wow, so good. Oh, Northwind noodles, and then like weird Northwind specific stuff. You know, like Scottish banner and like a Highlander sword and like all these things that are really stereotypical Northwindish become flying past you, and you're like, oh, and then you take another bite, and you snap back to reality.
Oh, I'm totally here for it.
Okay, excellent. Why don't you go ahead and make an entertainment roll for this one? For Northwind noodles.
Okay, and I now get a +1 to my entertainment rolls.
Wow.
That'll be an 11.
You didn't need it though. You didn't listen. This is a product that's only being sold on one planet, right? And people can get it elsewhere, but you got to pay the shipping costs. You know what I mean, right? Like the only people getting Northwind noodles that aren't on Northwind are people that wanted to, well, I mean, people like you who wanted to grow up to be a Northwind Highlander.
Right.
Big Highlander fans. You know, it's like when you try to order Japanese food, authentic Japanese food in America, and they're like, yeah, shipping is $50 for this 10-cent snack. You're like, I don't know. I guess I'll have to buy them in like a pack of 1,000 to make it worthwhile. It goes over well. You know, back home, you're regarded as something of, well, you're currently writing off some bad press for destroying the Highlander 2C, right? And back home, that really doesn't go well at all, right? Because the Northwind Highlanders use salvage clan tech. They think Intersphere Steel is for morons. So you're not in the best graces back home, but your recent fight with Saya and Chime has brought, like, you bring it back. Anybody that's anti-clan was like, wow, it was a great match. There's so many dead clanners at the end of it. Amazing. I love Intersphere Steel. The Intersphere really is better than the clans. You know, I bet I could beat a clan direwolf too. That sort of thinking. This really brings it back, right? When you, like, everyone's like, it's Hunter MacGregor. I don't know. I know that guy. I don't know if I'm really going to try them, okay? Maybe just one bite. And they're like, ooh, oh, this is, I mean, the bread is soft and warm. The noodles surprisingly held up well in the microwave. Like, is that crushed red pepper in there? Oh, this is better than I thought. It becomes like a food that people get on the train, like the maglev trains to and from work. They just, you know, grab a bun at the local store in the station, heat it up in the local microwave there that they've got specifically for it, and the microwave has like you're leaning against it on a cardboard cutout, right? So your elbow's on the top of it, pointing at it, smiling at people. Exactly. Perfect. Yeah, there's a huge promotion of you there. It goes great. Yeah, you got that Northwind noodle money.
Excellent.
But meanwhile, we snap back to you with Arnulf Schmid.
So I don't know if I've got some other things I'd like to speak with you about. I've been getting some threatening pieces of well, one was a piece of mail and one was something written on the window of my barracks. Normally, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just let our security forces take care of it within the stable. But he seemed oddly specific. It included a Lyran flag and a bloody note that said, "I know what you did." And I did a little investigating on my own, and near as I can tell, this is coming from the game referees.
The referees?
I tracked one of the couriers back to their enclave there.
Do you have a relationship with any of the referees?
No, I mean, not outside the game.
Does anyone from Apex Dragons have a relationship with referees?
Uh, the only things I'm aware of are in the professional sense. They try to keep us from mixing with the referees because they don't want a appearance of a conflict of interest.
Maybe you should ask around. That said, do you want to get the police involved with this? That's my first thought. A lot of people, they try to solve these things themselves. I'm not saying the police know how to handle everything, but it's a good start to scaring off whoever this is.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk with you about, because I mean, the last thing I want to do is cause a problem for my own career or the stable itself. I don't really know the best way to handle something with the referees.
If you want to keep it on the down low, as you might suspect, a man like me knows quite a few private investigators. I could have a couple of them hang back, maybe figure out who's following you, who's sending you these messages. They're like ex-cops or reformed criminals. They're pretty good at what they do.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right. So he just reaches into the mini fridge next to him and pours some, name brand, but not a brand name that I can say on stream, right? Ketchup into like a bowl. And he offers you a bowl as well. He's like, "Would you like some ketchup?"
I'm good, thank you.
All right, so he starts licking it out of the bowl like a cat. All right, I'll call some guys. See what I can do.
Oh God, where's Drummer Boy?
The number of people who haven't watched both shows and will have no idea what the fuck's going on is going to be really high. Don't worry, it's an inside joke, guys. It's funnier if we don't explain it to you. So that's your time with Arnoff.
Great.
Everywhere you go in the stable, there's either posters up for carnivores or posters up for xenomorphs. Movies that, we've described them as having released already, but, right, like it would take months for production and all that stuff. So it's just like pre-posters. And everybody's super excited that they're going to come out soon. Ticket sales are expected to be enormous. It's all anybody's talking about. When you make it back to the stable, your mech has been repaired with perfection. There are some people hanging off of it. It looks like some of the mech techs are taking a break right now and singing, Blakist hymnals. Like This Little Light of Mine, but it's probably like, this hyperpulse of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hey, look, man. If there's one thing religious songs do, it is borrow catchy tunes from other religious songs. I mean, you got a solid base to work with already. You just change the words around. Is there anything you need to do at the stable or anyone you need to talk to, or what are we doing here?
I would like to research my opponent.
My God. All right. I'll tell you what. If you hit a 10 plus, I'll tell you your opponent's real name. Ooh.
That's a 9.
Ooh. So close, Hunter MacGregor.
I know.
So close. All right. Now, you do get at least one question here.
Yeah, and I gain 1 stress. What should I be on the lookout for?
Your opponent is switching mechs today specifically to fight you and has indicated that even though they are the mysterious strange one, they have at some point fought members of Apex Dragons in the past. And today will be a grand reveal of their true identity now that they're fighting Apex Dragons one more time. You are, of course, being challenged for your rank 55 today. So your opponent probably knows you, knows how you fight, and may have even fought you personally before.
very well. Okay. That is everything that I want to do before my interview.
Okay. You make your way to your interview. I don't know if you watched yesterday's episode. I'm going to go
I
out on
have
a limb and
not.
say you haven't. Yeah, didn't think so. Your man, William Wyndham Williamson III, has suffered a heart attack.
Oh
And
my
while
god.
in the hospital, he has been replaced by a new host, Ernst Dieter Mueller. The studio has also changed. So Ernst sits at a like medieval lord's throne before a wood bench, and you sit at his right hand, and the camera gets you at a 45-degree angle, but it's clear that he's in like a much better chair than yours. Like you're on a bench, he's in a throne. And in the background, strategically placed between the two of you, is a banner of the Lyran Alliance with the mailed fist. Welcome back, everyone. It is another episode of Solaris Nights with me, your host, Ernst Dieter Mueller. I just wanted to mention that today's episode was sponsored by Bran Flakes, the Lyran Alliance flavor. Why drink white milk when you can stain it blue with Lyran Alliance approved marshmallows? Look at those mailed fists, so good. Remember, pick up your Bran Flakes Lyran Alliance brand today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Hunter MacGregor, first time interview, long time watcher. I am Ernst Dieter Mueller. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, many thanks.
I understand that the planet of Northwind recently underwent a lot of changes over the last few months. You had to fight the horrible and evil Federated Suns for your own freedom. They attempted to use trickery and lies and computer viruses in order to hold your people where they were underneath the Federated Suns banner. There is no end to the conniving schemes of Victor Davian. I think we can both agree with that here, yes?
I'm just glad that we've managed to get our freedom. I'd rather not dwell on the past, and let's just looking forward to everything that we're going to do as a free people of Northwind.
Exactly. Freedom. So important. And the Federated Suns, they have none. Let me say this. I do not speak for the government of the Lyran Alliance, but as a spokesman for the people and of the people, I must say, I hope that you stay free forever.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah. Let's talk about today's match, Hunter MacGregor. You will be facing the mysterious strange one, a masked gladiator who has neither spoken nor removed their mask since their entry into the circuit 3 years ago. Their rise through the ranks of the Unlimited class has been nowhere near as fast as yours, and yet, now that you have lost and are on your way down, they may overtake you today. What is your plan going into the match?
Well, my plan, as always, is to use all of the firepower that my mech has at its disposal when I'm at range, and if I can close in, then to let him have it with my own special melee.
Yeah, okay. What is this special melee that you are describing?
Well, as I'm sure you've seen in my recent matches, including last week's duos match, I have a TSM equipped mech with a hatchet, and I have oftentimes used it to lethal effectiveness. Also, because I am a Highlander in a Highlander, I'm also very fond of the Highlander burial as a finishing move.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. You know, I must say, the Lyran Alliance military does not think very highly of the melee maneuvers, but certainly you have gained the attention of some colonels and generals with your I think antics is not a good word, maneuvers. Now I don't know about you, but many of the new Lyrian Alliance established mechs that we're seeing are about long range firepower. Even at the lightest, such as the Harlander and the Gom, you're looking at longer range firepower rather than overwhelming short range firepower. Something like a Hunchback, because that's the old news. Komodo. Let me ask you, as someone who has been on the battlefield in the last few years versus the clans, where do you fall on the long range versus the melee range, right? What is more important to you?
But I will say that a battlefield is a very different place than a Solaris arena. In the arena, I very much enjoy the melee. On the front lines, I agree with you. The further away from an opponent's mech that I can be, the safer I am. So now that said, if all you can do is close and brawl, well then great. But doing that for real on the battlefield is very quickly going to lead to someone's death. I'd much rather be sniping from further away in a real battlefield as opposed to within the gladiatorial arena.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. You're a hard person to get a read on, Mr. MacGregor.
I'd like to think I'm a fairly simple man.
Yeah.
I like my whiskey. I like my mech fighting.
Perhaps. What can I say, Hunter? I'm sorry. I have nothing. Let's talk about your thoughts on the battlefield. Yeah, I know that you have suffered many, let's call them shocking, absolutely devastating fights on this particular battlefield, yes?
I will say that the boreal reach has not been kind to me in the past, but I'm hoping today is the day that I redeem myself on this field.
You think that is possible? Okay.
I guarantee it, and I guarantee my victory today in the name of my benefactor, the Shutterfox Mercenary Command.
That sounds very Federated Sons. We'll make sure to cut that during the HPG broadcast. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, Shadow Fox is Pretty Beard.
I actually don't know who it is.
I think it's Pretty Beard.
But they were the ones that repaired me the last time.
That's true. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say or do?
No, I'm just gonna let my fists do the talking out on the battlefields.
All right. Speaking of the battlefield, the next morning you head out onto the battlefield and find that your opponent is piloting a Draconis Combine new battle mech. Now, you have the move Mechcyclopedia that grants you a TRO, right? Human TRO?
Yes.
All right, that's the only reason you recognize this mech is because you keep up on the latest technology. This is the Combine's no Dachi. So it's a samurai mech featuring their latest technology, battle mech swords, 2 MRM-20s, which have a +1 to hit because they're inaccurate, but they're basically like long-range SRMs. They're pretty fucking sick because you fire shit tons of them. ERPPC, laser, SRMs. This mech is nasty at short range, and it looks pretty much like some sort of horrible, like, it's not a good looking mech. It is, however, the Combine's latest pride. They're rolling these things out like crazy, and this is a line production model. Your opponent walks it out. I don't know if you've ever played the game Metal Fatigue.
I have not.
They have a very unusual way of walking where like the chest counter rotates the legs, and then almost all the mechs have some sort of melee weapons, so they do like weird flourishes beforehand. After finishing all that, the back of the Nodachi's head opens, and the mysterious strange one comes out, wearing a all black trench coat with a mask on and like a bowler cap. They throw the cap away, they shrug the trench coat off, and they reveal that the whole time they take the mask off.
Before you say it, I'm gonna put it in chat. I'm gonna put my guess.
Okay. All right, give it to me. Give it to me. No.
Okay.
Good guess. Good guess. Very similar, but no. They take the mask off, but there's like a puff of smoke that obscures their face for a moment, and then you start hearing music playing, and you're like, "Oh, what is that beat? I feel like I remember that from a few years ago. What is that?"
Man, it's Primo, isn't it?
It's Primo. Primo loves you. And he starts doing. So now that he's taking the trench coat off, we can see that he's wearing a black cat suit with like high-heeled boots. And he starts doing the Primo dance on top of the Nodachi, and like the crowd goes fucking wild. They're like, "Oh my god, it's Primo!" And there's one dude in the crowd with a sign that says "It's Primo" on it. He's been waiting years for this. He holds it up, and like the camera focuses on that guy. His beard is old and withered. He's waited 5 years for this reveal. He's known it. He's known the whole time, but no one ever believed him. It's Primo.
Nice. Nice.
Primo ends it by going, "Today, Primo guarantees victory. He will stop at nothing to defeat Hunter MacGregor, a worthy opponent." Hunter, what's your intro like?
So Hunter, goes back to his usual. I'd say usual, but I don't think he's done it in like 4 episodes. Usual wingsuit on in, lands on the the arm of the mech, and then I think he gets on his loudspeaker. Primo, welcome back. I've missed you.
So, Primo never left. He just put on a mask. Sorry, they just put on a mask is what he would say. Because as we know, Primo speaks in third person with neutral pronouns.
Well, we still love you, Primo.
Everybody loves Primo. I mean, you don't have to talk,
Yeah.
Everyone's excited to see Primo as well, at your match. They like that you rep for Primo. All right, 6 is 424. Yeah. Oh, let's get those initiative dice. Primo is repping for the Draconis Combine right now.
That'll be a 5.
Solid 4 over here. Go ahead and do whatever you want.
I am gonna come in from the south.
I shall come in from the north then. All right. I don't want to get in the ice lanes for any reason in a melee fight. That would be super bad. And I should probably face the correct direction. Unless I want to run at you backwards. Alright. Alright, so today's match commentator is just like, both mechs have come out of the mech gate. They're both looking directly at each other. They're facing in a direct line. Could we be looking at a melee bash, the likes of which we haven't seen in years? This could be Hunter MacGregor's comeback to the close-range pounder brawler that he once thought himself as. I'm sitting down here with On-Off Schmid, match promoter, to find out more with the inside scoop. Oh yeah, I gotta do the breaking news reveal as well. Alright, let's make these rolls. Wow, 5. Damn, I'm fucking owning it right now. The thing is, you're not really rolling that much higher than me. That's the part that's getting me. Alright, let's see here. I can't move within 3 hexes of you because you're Highlander Burial me. And I also don't want to move within 8 hexes of you. I feel like here would be fine. Yeah. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on one second. I just need to look up this rule here. I'm going to roll to engage Supercharger. It goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will be expending 1 more to charge.
Look at this madman. All right. I haven't opened a rulebook yet, so let me go get that.
It is page 148 of our scripture.
The Book of Total Warfare.
The Book of Total Warfare.
My favorite scripture. All right, let's see here. The attacking Mac takes damage during the weapon attack phase. Blah, 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 blah. But can you be the target of a physical attack while charging? You cannot be the target of a charge or death from above, but he can still physically attack you before he gets charged and knocked down and absolutely murdered. All right. All right. I need to build 29 points of heat, so I need 27 more heat usage. Well, the ERPPC is just going to straight up give me 15. I don't think any of the other things, if using combination at 18, 19, 20, no, so I have to use the PPC. For 15 from 27 is 12 left, which means both MRMs or 1 MRM, 1 SRM, 1 medium laser. Now, I feel like just using the MRM is probably going to be the better plan here. Because I'm at 0 heat is making this really weird. If I was hotter, I could skip the ERPPC and use other better things. All right. We'll do MRMs.
I'm trying to... So... I don't see anywhere here that it says that the charging unit can't perform weapon attacks, unlike DFA. I haven't ever...
The charging unit may not make any weapon attacks in the same turn.
Okay.
Yep, it's in the first paragraph.
First paragraph. Ah, yes, it is. Okay.
All right, PPC first, then 2 MRMs. Left torso will take 10 points of damage.
Got it.
One of Nope. That'll hit. Yep. Oh, it's so bad. You are hit with 9 MRMs. I think these go in groups of 5, just like the other ones, but let me double check. Yeah, +1 to hit penalty. Yeah, I think they are grouped in. Doesn't really say. Let's just assume that's yes, and then check and just roast me later. Right arm takes 5.
Right arm 5.
Left leg takes 4. So that's 9 plus 10. So it's only enough to force you to make 1 PSR. The PSR for being hit while charging.
Okay. Here is my PSR. That's good enough.
Okay.
Okay. Now I make the attack. I need... Does charge use the difference between our pilot skills?
Modified to hit number. Charging is the difference between. So he has a 3.
I'm a 2.
So you get a -1.
Okay. So 2 minus 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god.
Holy shit. It's the Boreal Reach, man. The curse is real, but this time it's the curse of Boreal Reach.
I'm going to spend the edge. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I hit. That's 45 points of damage in 5-point groups. First 5 is location 6, right torso for 5. Second 5 is right leg for 5. Third 5 is right torso for 5. Fourth 5 is center torso for 5. Fifth 5 is right leg for 5. Sixth 5 is center torso for 5. Seventh 5 is left torso for 5. Eighth is right torso for 5. How's that right torso?
7.
And last 5 is right leg for 5.
Okay. It's time for...
I need to take my own damage. Do you want to roll that, or do you want me to?
No, you go ahead.
All right, so I take 9. First 5 is location 4, right arm. And second 5, and then the 4 is location 9, left leg. And then I think we both have to make PSRs, is that?
Yes. You get +2.
Double 6s.
Also double 6s. All right. He is now going to make a double sword attack. Unfortunately, the heat doesn't kick in until the end of the round. Yeah, that'll do
that'll
it.
Hit.
That'll do it. Yeah. 8 damage left arm.
Got it.
That will fortunately miss. Wah! But then you like get an arm up, and I assume it's when you're charging, you like push his sword out of the way, just blam into him. It's not so good for him. Not so good for him. All right, he needs to make a roll to stay standing from the damage as well, which he succeeds on. Well, he's heated up. How about you?
I am not heated up because I didn't. All I did was run.
Well, well, well. All right, so look, anyway, there's this guy. His sons have trapped him in a book. He traps them in a book. Everybody wants these books for some reason. It's a really weird story. It's a heartwarming story about family trapping each other in books. Also, if you help any of them, you're a book. Alright, I'm just spoiling the ending to Mist, a 20-year-old game. Alright, 13. 4. Wait, what the heck is this? Stop. What are you doing? 4, 1, 2. So nothing that would change our current battlefield, because 5 going up would be interesting. Initiative is 6.
8.
Right? Love having dog shit initiative. Can you charge if we're right next to each other? Yeah, I don't think there's anything stopping you. You just wouldn't get a multiplier for your damage.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't really be worth it because it would only be 9 damage.
I'm TSM.
All right.
Oh, so now we're shooting. Jesus. Now that I'm heated up and ready to go. All right. All right. I'm still at a +2. And I need to maintain 20 heat, which means I can only build 18. All right.
And you've got a +1 to fire.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're 4 X's away from each other. So I'll do 2 MRM-20s, SRM-4, and a medium laser, but I'll do it medium laser, MRM, SRM-4. So they'll all be at medium range. So 3, 4, 5, 6. And the MRMs will be 7, so it's 6, 7, 7, 6. Yeah, okay. That was a medium laser. Right torso for 5.
Got it.
That will do it. Cluster's dog shit. But 20 missiles hit. Center torso for 5.
Got it.
Sorry, I said 20. What I meant was 12. Left torso.
Say, if you're getting
5.
20 on a dog shit cluster. Sorry, after center torso, what was it?
Left torso.
Left torso for 5.
And 2 to the left arm.
And 2 to left arm.
SRMs. No miss.
Okay.
Can you believe that they built these mechs without case again, and they put ammo in the center torso? I don't. Oh my god.
I am gonna fire Gauss, ER large, 3 medium lasers, and a medium pulse. Medium pulse is at mediums. Everything else is at short. And so I believe everything hits on a 6. Start at 2. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not heated up. So it's going to be 5. So start at 2. 3 for jumping jack, 4, 5. And then the pulse cancels out the medium range, so everything's at 5s. So Goss hits, that is right torso for 15.
That doesn't sound good. I'm pretty sure that's internal. It is.
No crits.
It's the only thing keeping me alive right now.
Okay, ER large hits, right arm for 8.
Okay.
Medium 1 hits center torso for 5.
Okay.
Medium 2 hits center torso for 5 more.
All right.
Medium 3 hits right arm for 5.
All right.
Medium pulse hits center torso for 6. Any chance that's internal?
No. It's
Okay.
getting close, though.
That is my shooty shoots. And I'm going to guess that's a PSR.
He succeeds. And because he's piloting a Premier Combine mech and has been for a while, he does the samurai film thing where he over dramatizes your hits against him. You know, like he's like, oh, and then he takes back a classic swordsman stand. He's going very, I don't know if it'd be Kurosawa. Who's the guy who did Yojimbo? No, that might still be Kurosawa.
Yeah, I think that is a carry. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know that Yojimbo's the one that they did it in. What's the one that they based the Clint Eastwood movies on? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? No, that might still be Yojimbo.
I was gonna say Seven Samurai, but that's still Kurosawa.
Yeah. Not the. Oh, you're talking about Magnificent Seven. No, I'm talking about The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, okay.
That's based off of Yojimbo and all of Yojimbo's additional movies. Although it didn't end with a Civil War plot to steal Confederate gold. All right. Things are going pretty badly here for Primo. I guess I can stick in here for one more round of suffering. 3. Never mind. Suffering is exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's a 10.
All right, he's going to stand still.
Inconceivable.
That's one of the classic blunders, the most well-known of which is never start a land war in Asia, but only slightly less well-known is this.
I'm going to jump right in front of him.
Not charge? All right, you're jumping.
I'm not going to charge.
All right. So I didn't move. I have 20 points of heat to blow off, which I think means I can fire everything but the ERPPC. 6, 6, 33 is going to be 18, 19, 20 by my math. MRMs get a +1. So we'll do medium laser, MRM, SRM4, SRM2. Right arm for 5.
Got it.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, listen, the whole right side of this roll column is dog shit. Fucking useless. All right, so center torso, you will be hit with 6 missiles, 5 center torso, and 1 center torso.
Okay.
Second pack also hits. 12 missiles, 5 to the right torso.
Yep.
5 to the right torso. 2 to the left torso. This is the SRM-4 that will hit. 2 missiles. Oh yeah. First one is right arm for 2.
Right arm for 2.
Second one is right arm for 2.
Right
SRM-2 hits. 6 on a 2-pack is 1 missile. Right torso. 2 damage. Alright. You're barely soft enough that I could get through with the sword. Assuming I live that long.
So that sounds like it must have been enough damage for a PSR.
Yeah, I would think so. It'd be pretty tough for it not to be.
Okay. I am going to fire Goss, 3 mediums, and 2 medium pulse. I start at 2, 1 for heat is 3, jumping jack is 4, so the Goss is at 6, and everything else, well, the mediums are at 4s, and the pulses are at not double 1s.
You know, we do like not double 1s.
Goss hits 15 damage left arm.
All right.
And there'll be a crit if that's internal.
You haven't actually hit the left arm yet. Sorry.
Okay.
Good.
Medium 1 hits center torso for 5 with a crit.
That's internal.
Because of TRO, those are crit.
Yeah. Go ahead. Make your roll.
6-5.
So it's better than 5-6, that's for sure. SRM-4 launcher.
Oh, jeez.
What does that feel like? What does that feel like, hitting the one thing that would not disable the entire mech?
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't actually want to kill Primo, so you know. Medium 2 hits left arm for 5.
It's now 0.
Medium 3 hits center torso for 5, no crit.
All right.
Pulse 1 hits right leg for 6.
Okay.
Pulse 2 hits left leg for 6.
Okay.
Couldn't close it out, huh? And I'm gonna build 1 heat. You get to physical attack first, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't make a difference since they both happen at the same time, but
True.
yes, I do. So heat does not.
Well, but we have to do our PSR. We both have to PSR first.
That's true.
Here's my PSR.
I'm good. Heat doesn't affect physical attacks, so.
Correct.
Wait, does swords get a bonus on attack?
They do. They get
I completely forgot about that.
They get a -2.
A -2? Oh my god! All right, so I need a 4 to hit you, and I'm doing it twice, and we're hitting at TSM damage levels. All right, so right torso takes 16.
That's internal.
Yeah, but what about these dog shit crits, bro? That'll hit too. Center torso for 16.
Center torso is armor.
Well, the only thing I can say is at least you'll have to make a PSR you'll easily pass.
Okay.
That was it. That was Primo's last hope, was hitting something useful right here, forcing you to prolong the conflict or lose. Maybe get a Gauss rifle.
I'm hatcheting twice at 3s.
Sure.
First one hits left torso for 36.
Okay, the torso comes off. You'll need to roll again to check. Oh well, you have checked. Does not set off the MRM ammo.
That's good, because I really don't want to kill Primo.
15 is 32, so another 4 center torso. Left arm is gone with its ammo. Perfect. Keep going.
Second one hits center torso for 36.
Well, that's it. And that has a crit in there. So I need you to go ahead and check to see if your crit is 4 to 6, 6. Hit that ammo bin on the way out. Oh, and he's going to stack pull, so you might actually die. No, we won't do that again.
3-6.
All right, just the gyro.
That's the gyro.
All right. We only did the stack pull the one time for Michael Stackpole's birthday. This would be a very reasonable time to stack pull, but Primo uses his point of edge to escape. As his mech goes up like a torch. I don't suppose there's any chance you fall down and kill yourself all the way down.
Let's find out. No, I'm good.
He falls, hits himself on his own Gauss rifle. Gauss rifle explodes. Damage carries over to center torso and gets a fusion engine. Oh my god. Alright. You hold your rank of 55. Primo leaves the field. His mech, a burning ruin, having taken like 9 engine hits or something crazy. When you arrive at your interview, Ernst Dieter Mueller is on his phone the whole time, and he's got a finger up, like, oh, yeah, we'll start in just a second, Mr. MacGregor, just 1 second. Ah, delightful, this picture of a cat. All right. I am, of course, Ernst Dieter Mueller, and I'm here with recent victor Hunter MacGregor, having completely thrashed his opponent in short-range combat. Mr. MacGregor, how do you think things went?
Well, I think it went quite well. Primo is a great competitor. I have as everyone does. Everyone loves Primo, so it's always a pleasure to face him on the field of battle. He's a great competitor. Does amazing mech work. Just you know, in this case, you know, I had 20 tons on him and used it to my advantage every time we closed the range.
Look, we could talk about this match all we wanted to, but it would be meaningless. The match is already over. Let's talk about you and your new promotion with Northwind Noodles. Northwind Noodles is, of course, produced by the Yum Yum Hut. I see you eating these noodles in the commercial. You seem like you really enjoy them.
They are surprisingly enjoyable. It's all the carbs you could possibly want with that
none of the nutrition.
steaming hot comfort.
What do you say to the people that, especially on Solaris, apparently are eating these Northwind noodles with ketchup?
You can enjoy your Northwind noodles with any condiments that you like.
Right there. We see the one Grimdark James made, spreading some Vegemite onto his Northwind noodles, going, damn right, mate. Damn right. Right, mate. Okay. I tried my best, James. I tried my best. All right. You'll be on your way back up into the bottom 50 or top 50. I'm not really clear on how that works, but you know, the best mech warriors of the Innosphere. Most people consider the 50 point to be a line that, when crossed, will lead to an increased challenge. previously you were booted out. A lot of people said that you made some mistakes, some missteps in your match with Jordan Payne, and that you should have won. Where do you stand on this? Do you think that you are ready to head back up into the 50s, the 40s, or will you be crushed once again like you were crushed under the heel of Jordan Payne?
Only one way to go, and that's up.
Well, I mean, you can always go down. You
Oh,
almost
no.
did go down.
we're heading back to the top.
Okay, all right. That's how you want to do it. All right, sure. Oh, Hunter, is there anything else you want to say today on this Solaris Nights, the most critically acclaimed mech show in the #2 spot on Mech Talking?
No, I wish a speedy recovery to William Williamson, and I appreciate the time that I got to spend with you today, Ernst Dieter Mueller.
Thank you. All right, and everyone, God bless the Archon, and God bless the Lyran Alliance. And he stands up and does the Lyran Alliance salute, and they play the theme of the Lyran Alliance as the Solaris Nights,
I think
lights
it's,
come down.
there's a part of Hunter that almost almost reflexively snaps to attention when it starts playing, and then he catches himself just in time.
Nah, they're gonna put that on the camera for sure. Listen, the implication that you might automatically obey the Lyran Alliance works great for them. That's exactly what they want. All right, let's talk about repairs.
I did have 2 points of internal damage. So
I know, so unfortunate.
I know. So custom mech internal damage plus, or with mech tech, that'll be 2.
All right. Let me go here and give Shadow Fox, whoever they may be, probably Lord Prettybeard. If it's not Prettybeard, then someone's about to get a bonus money for no apparent reason.
And then I will train with Brody for +1 XP and -1 stress.
Okay. Hold. Let me get this guy's cash, Oh my god. I can't. He keeps changing his name. I have no idea. Oh, Prettybeard! Where is he? Alright, I'm just doing style. And then I right click on his name and give it the ID copy. Well, folks at home, just know that I've done this wrong like 4 times in a row now. You're sitting here watching me not able to add fucking one number to an Excel spreadsheet. It's incredible. All right, we got there. What are we doing next? You say you're training with Brody? Is that what I heard?
Training with Brody.
All right. You don't want to hang out with any of these interns or anything? Nothing? No?
No.
All right. Are you a legend?
I am a legend.
All right. I just got to make sure all the legends... I have to rig season 3 so all the legends fight each other so that Cosmo can just slide in and...
Is that how we're going to work at the tournament arc?
No. I'm going to randomize it, but I'm probably not going to do, 168 slots. You know what I mean? Like, that's too many fake names to come up with for opponents that will never fight. We'll probably put everybody in 1 or 2 blocks, so the finale can be 2 Apex Dragons gladiators fighting if they make it to the end, that sort of thing. Oh, we could do 3 and 3. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, that's everything I've got.
Fine, Gleemo. Fine. If that's everything you got, we'll end the episode here. Just remember, get your brand-flavored Lyran Alliance brand today with the blue marshmallows. Have a good time, Zone.